Jenny had always been afraid of fire. When she was a child, her house had caught on fire, and she had been trapped inside. She had only survived because the firefighters had managed to rescue her, but the experience had left her with a deep and abiding fear. As an adult, Jenny had managed to avoid fire as much as possible. She had never lit a match, never used a stove or an oven. She had even gone so far as to avoid candles and campfires. But she knew that she couldn't keep living her life this way. She wanted to be free of her fear, to live a normal life like everyone else. One day, Jenny decided to face her fear head-on. She signed up for a fire safety course, hoping that it would help her overcome her anxiety. The course was led by a gruff, no-nonsense instructor named Mike. He taught the students about different types of fires, how to use a fire extinguisher, and how to evacuate a burning building. Jenny listened carefully, trying to absorb as much information as possible. But when it came time for the practical exercises, Jenny froze. She couldn't bring herself to approach the fire, even though she knew that it was just a controlled flame in a metal pan. Mike noticed her hesitation. "You're going to have to do this sooner or later," he said. "You can't keep avoiding your fear forever." Jenny took a deep breath and stepped forward. She picked up the fire extinguisher and aimed it at the flame. But her hands were shaking so badly that she couldn't get a good grip on the nozzle. The extinguisher slipped from her grasp and fell to the ground. Mike sighed. "Let's try this again," he said. "But this time, I want you to close your eyes." Jenny was confused. "Why?" "Because your fear is in your head," Mike said. "You need to learn to control it, instead of letting it control you." Jenny closed her eyes, feeling the heat of the fire on her skin. She took a deep breath and imagined herself standing in a cool, peaceful forest. She opened her eyes and picked up the fire extinguisher once more. This time, her grip was steady. She aimed the nozzle at the flame and squeezed the trigger. A burst of foam shot out, smothering the fire. Jenny felt a surge of triumph. She had faced her fear and come out the other side. But Mike wasn't done yet. "Now we're going to do a real fire drill," he said. "I want you to put out a real fire." Jenny's heart sank. She didn't know if she was ready for this. But Mike was firm. "You can do this," he said. "I believe in you." Jenny nodded, feeling a sense of determination. She put on her safety gear and approached the burning building. The heat was intense, and smoke billowed around her. She aimed the nozzle at the flames and squeezed the trigger. The fire hissed and spat as the foam hit it. But Jenny kept going, determined to put out the blaze. Finally, the fire died down, and Jenny collapsed on the ground, exhausted and triumphant. Mike helped her up. "You did it," he said. "You faced your fear and you won." Jenny felt a sense of pride and relief. She knew that she still had a long way to go before she was completely free of her fear, but she had taken a huge step forward. She had faced her fear of fire and had overcome it. She realized that the fear had been in her head all along, and that she had the power to control it. Jenny continued to practice fire safety, taking small steps to challenge herself and build her confidence. She started cooking for herself, using the stove and oven without fear. She even began to light candles, enjoying the warm glow and the scent of vanilla. As time went on, Jenny's fear of fire gradually faded away. She no longer saw it as a monster lurking in the shadows, but as a manageable and controllable force. The moral of the story is that facing your fears can be difficult, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. By confronting our anxieties head-on, we can overcome them and become stronger and more resilient people. Jenny's experience also teaches us that fear often resides in our minds, and that we have the power to control it. With practice and perseverance, we can learn to face our fears and conquer them, one step at a time. Confronting fears, the story highlights the importance of facing our fears instead of avoiding them. By confronting our anxieties head-on, we can take steps towards overcoming them and regaining control of our lives. The power of perception. The story emphasizes that fear often resides in our minds and that we have the power to change our perception. Jenny's ability to imagine herself in a peaceful forest and control her fear shows that we can reshape our thoughts and reactions to challenging situations. Many people have a fear of public speaking, which can be a major obstacle in personal and professional growth. By acknowledging and confronting this fear, individuals can take public speaking courses, practice in supportive environments, and gradually build their confidence on stage. The realization that public speaking is a skill that can be improved through practice and experience can motivate viewers to face their own fears and pursue personal growth. Another common fear is acrophobia, the fear of heights. This fear can limit individuals from enjoying activities like hiking, adventure sports, or even traveling to certain places. By gradually exposing themselves to heights in a controlled environment, seeking professional guidance, and practicing relaxation techniques, individuals can conquer their fear of heights. Realizing that their fear is conquerable and that they have the power to reshape their perception can motivate viewers to confront their own fears and expand their horizons. The key message is that overcoming fears requires acknowledging and facing them head-on. With determination, support, and gradual exposure, individuals can conquer their fears and open doors to new opportunities and personal growth. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video on personal growth and emotional well-being, we'd appreciate it if you hit the like button, left a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Feel free to share this video with others who might find comfort and inspiration in their own journey of overcoming challenges and finding strength.